I'm here today at So Prestige Motors to share with you all this incredible BMW M2 Competition. I've always loved the M2 Competition because of its size. It's the perfect compact coupe shape that many BMW fans consider to be the most fun modern M car. Here at the front we have these wonderful aggressive lines and the much loved M kidney grille. Along the side, the swooping roof coupe shape with unique wheels for the competition model, although they don't look fun to clean. And at the back is where things mean business with the wide body and the signature M quad exhausts. Although I really wish the back box down here was not so big and ugly. Under the bonnet is the S55 engine, a twin turbo straight six which makes 410 horsepower and will get you from 0 to 60 in 4.2 seconds. Inside the car we have a clean and minimalist interior, which I really like. On entry you get these fancy M competition sills and these attractive M sports seats. In the centre we have the automatic gear select shifter, and a unique BMW touch is this button here which allows you to customise how aggressive the gears change. Then there's the M steering wheel, which is quite thick and chunky. It has these two M buttons which allow you to quickly switch between two custom drive modes. Behind the steering wheel we have the hybrid analog and digital display. I love the font choices here with the backlit display. It really makes the dash still look modern and cool. Another thing I like is the old school manual handbrake. But how does it drive? Let's find out.
Okay, so driving the M2 Competition, we are in efficiency mode, which is like the comfort mode of the M cars, and yeah, this car feels really good on the road. I can immediately feel the size. Handling feels good too. We've got it in sport handling, which is a little bit stiffer than comfort. I think I'm going to really like this car. The M2 is just the perfect size, and in the competition form as well. The reason why everyone loves the M2 so much through the BMW M range is the size. It's just the perfect size to throw around. It feels relatively comfortable as well. I mean, I could happily sit here for a while. I quite like this interior. This has an Alcantara wrapped steering wheel, which I don't think is standard. Right, let's just see if we can go into the sport mode now. So, sport mode. Oh yeah, can immediately feel more throttle response. Engine sounds meatier. If we go Sport Plus, ooh. See, I think this engine has quite a nice little sound to it. Now, I think if you want all the pops, you have to go into MDM mode, which is sort of sport traction, a bit like sport traction on an AMG. Don't want to do that just yet because I'm not really used to the car. I feel like you need to kind of get a bit more used to it with these cars because they are rear-wheel drive and they're designed for fun. But I think if you own this car, you would get used to it and you would try traction off, traction on, and MDM mode apparently though is the sweet spot. The indicators are really loud in this BMW, I've noticed, much more louder than my AMG. It puts the power down so well.
Okay, so how does this car handle now down some proper British back roads? We're also going to be switching the gearbox to manual mode with the paddles. adaptive dampers here on the M2 really shows on this uneven country road. You can probably see me bumping up and down, but hey, that is not stopping me from having an amazing time tearing it up here with the paddles. So what do I think of the BMW M2 Competition? Well, it's a great overall car, and I can really see why it's loved so much by the car community. The size and feel on the road is perfect, and I love the simplicity and raw feeling of the interior. This car has quite a high skill cap, so I feel like the more you drive it, the more you're going to build up confidence to push it, and it's only going to get better and better. If I owned one of these though, I would absolutely go for the manual gearbox. I drove a manual M2 Competition last year, and you just can't beat the feeling of manually shifting in a car like this. The auto is of course great and probably faster, but the manual just feels so much more fitting for this car with its old school 1M vibes. A huge thank you to Silso Prestige Motors for giving me access to this amazing M2 Competition. This car has now sold, but they have a huge selection of BMW M cars, so if you're looking for a BMW, make sure to check these guys out. Now, I know my regular viewers are going to wonder, how does this car compare to my CLA45s? Well, I'm saving this for a full video where I compare the two a little more in depth. So make sure you look out for this video soon, and if you're watching this in the future, I'll pop a link to the video on screen now. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I'll see you next time.